Hey, all my Cancer friends. Welcome to my channel. My name is Teri Hunter. I'm an intuitive astrologer and tarot card reader, and I'm here today with your January 2025 Love and Money Tarot card reading. This is based on Cancer Sun, and what I'm going to do is a 4-card spread. The first position is the foundational position. The second position is the opportunity and or the obstacle. The third position is the angel's advice for taking advantage of the opportunity or getting around the obstacle. And the final position is the potential outcome. I'm starting with love. And when I refer to love, I'm not necessarily talking about relationship love or intimate love. I'm talking about how you will feel loved, as many people are not necessarily in a relationship. So let's start. All right. In the foundational position is the 9 of Wands. In the opportunity or the obstacle is the 4 of Wands. In the angel's advice is the 2 of Pentacles. And in the final position is the Devil card. Okay. Cancer, the 9 of Wands is a card where the character has been through a lot and been wounded and tends to protect himself. He's guarded. So here we see that this character is sort of sitting and he's got himself sort of blocked off. It's not completely, it's not walled up, but there's definitely some sort of barrier. Here, Spirit is offering you an opportunity to celebrate, to actually to look at love from a viewpoint of joy. They're asking you to sort of be more flexible and to move on and allow whatever pain or sorrows you felt in love to grow. I've sort of gotten into this phrase, rather than let it go, let it grow, because you might be trapped in fear. You could potentially be feeling as if you'd rather just sort of tuck in. The Cancer energy has been experiencing an opposition from Pluto, and Pluto is an excavator. Pluto comes in and takes all that toxicity and all the things that are out of balance and starts to expose them in a way that sometimes ends things, or they're metaphoric deaths per se. So here, I think Spirit is saying that Cancer could potentially be still responding or reacting in a way from previous experiences. I'm going to pull a clarification card on the Devil, and we have the 7 of Wands. This is where I believe in this deck, this girl is being tasked to walk over her emotional body because the waters have calmed down. And she does require a bit of balance. But interestingly, she's carrying a lot of stuff on her back here. And while we could infer that a hiker has to carry their supplies, there could potentially be more here that she doesn't actually need. So I think for my Cancers, that Spirit is encouraging you to look where you're feeling guarded in your heart and to recognize that fear is a natural component of love. It doesn't matter whether you love a dog, you love a human, you love anything that you cherish and you value, you will feel a sense of vulnerability to it. So now let's go on to your money. Now, I like to call it resources because for me, the word resources does not trigger limitation, whereas money can trigger limitation for me. All right, let's see. Do a quick spread. I mean, a quick shuffle. All right, my Cancers. The first in the foundational position is the Queen of Swords. In the opportunity or the obstacle is the 4 of Swords. You got the 2 of Pentacles in the Angel's Advice again. Different deck, same card. And the final is the Seven of Cups. Okay, there is an element of discernment required when it comes to money and resources right now. The Queen of Swords to me is a bit of a Libran energy. You know, she's going to cut through the muck here. Whenever we see a queen, we're looking at an emotional energy attached with whatever the element is of the queen. So here it's intellect, emotion, and intellect. So there's a little bit of this where, you know, the Cancer energy is very nurturing, very loving, very healing, and you could inadvertently be worrying about more than just yourself, but others. And Spirit is offering you an opportunity again to rest. This character has been through the wars, and now is a time of replenishment and connection with Spirit. Where whenever we're in the human body, there's always going to be an imprint and a shadow. And if you think about your ruling planet, the moon, there's a whole side of the moon that nobody ever sees from Earth, at least. And it's called the dark side of the moon. And oftentimes that's where our fears lie, because Spirit is asking you to let it grow again. This is a flexibility. There is a rainbow coming after the storm. The finances, the money that you need will be there. And part of this is a recognition that everything has two sides. So when I say it this way, money comes in, money goes out. We spend money. Money is an energetic currency. So if indeed you've been concerned about money, Spirit is asking you, how are you thinking about money? How are you discerning it? Are you having healthy boundaries? Here we see a cat on this particular Queen's card. In with the Queen of Wands, we see a couple of dogs. Or is it Queen of Cups? Queen of Cups. We see a couple of dogs. So here, this is healthy boundaries. There's something about discernment here and resting so that Spirit can bring you an inspired thought that will then let you know that, you know what? I get it now. For everything, when we look at the Seven of Cups, we're seeing that everything is duplicitous. In the traditional Rider Waite deck, we're seeing one of the cups has a victory wreath and then a skull on it. So when you go to war, in order to win, someone must die. So when it comes to money, there's that same dynamic. When you spend it, it will come back. And that's kind of where I think Spirit's going with this for you. All right. Oh, and this is the other thing I want to say real quickly. Because of the United States presidential transfer of power, we could see that things feel a little bit unsettled in the beginning of the year. But I think as we move forward, that might calm down a bit. Okay, that's it for me, Cancer. I'll be back in February. Please like, please subscribe, please share, and hit that notification bell because there's lots of content coming out. I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.